So speaking of games that are supposed to be coming out but still haven't come out, Rust. Have you heard of Rust?
Speaking, speaking of speaking of games from 2013,
Yeah, well, exactly. It is. I'm sure it is actually
it
2013.
is.
Yeah.
It is literally. Yeah.
Like it was. I'm sure it was supposed to come out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox last year or the year before, but
Yeah.
I
So
believe
for
it's
those who don't
coming.
know, Rust's a survival game.
Oh yeah, of course. It's not just something on a car. It's a survivor. It's much like Ark, as in I'm going to
Without the
spend a lot of time on
dinosaurs.
it. Yeah, without dinosaurs. Can you get pets in it or anything? I know there's animals, but can you?
Don't-
You can't, right?
don't-
Okay, so you've just got to. So it's Ark without the
I have a
dinosaurs,
pet
really.
rock. There's a lot of rock
Oh,
carrying in that game.
I've got a pet rock, right? Yeah, he's called Dave. But yeah, so yeah, for
Getting
people who don't
weird
know, it's
and factual.
Rust is a survival game. Is it Face Punch Studios, or am I making that up? I might be
I
wrong.
can't remember.
I can't
I
remember.
can't remember the name
We're
of the
useless piece
studio.
of crap. Yeah, so it's a survival game, much like Ark. It's been around since 2013, and
Yeah.
it's finally coming. The ratings board have rated it as M for mature, so that means it's due to
Yeah.
come out. So I personally think it's going to be around about March time it comes
Yeah, I think so as well.
out. I
I think
think
it's
it's
going to be quite a stealth launch. I think it's going to be one
yeah.
of those not
Well,
much
DayZ
fanfare.
was. DayZ was
Yeah.
because it was on the PlayStation 4 blog before it was announced anywhere else. It was like, oh, this game's coming out on the 12th. Like it was nothing.
Arguably, like this is the last biggest survival game that we haven't really had show
That's
up on
it.
console, isn't it?
Hmm.
Because in terms of like being an iconic survival game, obviously Rust is one of them. Obviously, it's blown up again recently as well. Obviously, the numbers are through the
Yeah, it
roof on
has.
Twitch,
It has.
and
Yeah.
the developers have said that they've had to put more servers on and things like that, which is cool. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I'm interested to play it, but I'm not sure I'm going to be sinking like
Orc
your
I
kind of
was.
orc levels into it.
Yeah, I mean, I've like I've said, I've never played that game, but I am interested in playing it. But it's going to be one of those things now that I just don't know if I could play on a private server with my mates. That's
Yeah.
cool, but I don't want to play an online game where it's basically the same as Ark, where you're just playing for time, and the more time you put in, the more stuff you have, because that's
I
not
think it's great
interesting.
it's coming to console, but I think for me personally, the time of that has kind of sailed past me. Like I feel like I've had my fill of that genre.
Yeah, well, this is it. But I
Like I
mean, it's
think
the
I
same with
prefer
Daisy.
something a bit more like survival light. You know what I mean? Like Escape from Tarkov or something like. I'm interested in certain survival mechanics, but not in sticking 12 hours into it to get
Yeah.
not very far.
Well,
I don't
this
have
is the
that kind
thing.
of time.
Not anymore. Neither do I. I mean, obviously, we've got jobs and we've got girlfriends, and stuff like that. And I did it with Ark.
That's just your pet rock again, isn't it? She's called
Yeah,
Dave.
it's just called Dave, and I love her. Like with Ark, I did sink in a
I'll
lot of
kiss that
time.
rock.
I did sink in a lot of time with that game, but I don't.
It's an understatement.
It is like, I mean, it was like months and months and months. Like I'd wake up and play it from 8 a.m. till like 12 at night and repeat for months. And it was one of those things
And
where I
your
was like,
pet rock was like, come on, have
yeah,
a wash.
well,
I'm a
that's it.
rock, but the moss has grown on you.
Well, that's it. And it was just, I was getting nowhere. I was getting like a dinosaur, and then it would get killed. And then it was like, oh, well, best start all over again. And I'm not interested in that anymore. So if it had come out a few years ago, then cool, I would have been all up in it. But I mean, I think I'd play it like with mates in a private server. So I know I'm not going to lose all my shit, because you know it's going to happen. Some sweaty tryhard's going to be on it 14 hours a day, and you're going to build a 2x2 rock base and have like a sleeping bag in it, and they're going to just raise it to the ground. You know what I mean? It doesn't appeal to me anymore.
Come
Like
back to your base and somebody else is spooning your pet rock.
exactly, and I can't have that again. I remember losing Keith. I remember losing Keith, my first dinosaur, because I mean I think you actually were there as well.
I was.
We got the trike.
Vividly.
Yeah,
took
and
3 hours to tame a trike.
Yeah, and like this guy was like, "I'm going to take it on an adventure," and he picked a fight with a Bigfoot. Do you know what I mean? Like, and lost. So
to someone who doesn't know anything about Ark, that is the best sentence ever.
Yeah.
So we tamed this Triceratops 3 hours, and then somebody else took the Triceratops and had a fight with a Bigfoot. It's like, you're grown men. I
Yeah,
was very upset about Keith. All
yeah,
right.
I was. I genuinely
Absolutely.
was. I was devastated. I stopped naming them simply because I grew attached to them. I was like, me and Keith Five are going out for a walk, and then Keith Five
Keith
would get killed.
515.
Yeah, Keith Five would get killed by a T Rex, and I would genuinely be gutted. I'm like, I'm never playing this again, and then I'd play it again the next day and make a Keith
You play it
Six.
again.
Yeah,
Another candlelit vigil for Keith.
but like with DayZ, we were so hyped for that. I
Oh
mean,
god.
like really, really hyped. And then it came out on Xbox, and we played it once, maybe.
Well, this is what I mean about. I feel like they're missing the boat. Like I felt like they missed the boat with DayZ. It was just that long of a time to get it from it coming out. Sorry, for it being announced to console, to actually being launched on console.
Yeah,
By the time it come around, I was just like, oh, not even bothered.
yeah. It
And
was
I feel like that's
announced.
kind of the feeling with Rust, where it's like I will play it with friends for like a laugh, but I can't see myself like sinking a lot of time in by myself.
No, that's it. It was announced at E3 in 2015 that it was coming soon, and it dropped on Games Preview in 2018, and it was in a very, very bad state. Like it was ridiculous. And every gameplay video you saw of it, it was all like a server where only one person could play, so it didn't lag or nothing. But it was just so laggy and buggy. So we played it and we're like, well, this is ridiculous. Like I was punching you, and like 5 minutes later, you'd feel the effects. And then
Yeah.
I remember we
And
were
then we did
fighting
it in
each
game
other.
as well.
Oh well, yeah, of course, yeah. Rule one is not to talk about punching and 5 minutes later getting hurt club.
Is that with Brad Pitt?
Yeah. And then we got out of boredom, we got into a fist fight, and then some guy came over and killed you, and you were like, why does everyone always shoot me? Why am I always the one who's getting shot? And then we just never went back to
it. It is funny though, like every single game, if there's like 6 people in front of us, they'll circumvent the 6 people and shoot me.
He looks like the one who needs to be shot the most.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not hyped for it, but I do think it's going to drop around about March, and I think it'll sell well because people do like those kind of things, and I'm sure
I'll play it. Like I will play it. It's just I'm not hyped to play it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got a battle royale mode on PC, so I don't know if that's coming to console as well, which I'd be more interested
now I'm
in.
hyped. Now that it's battle royale.
If it has, then I'm down for it. But it might be a mod. I don't know because, like I said, I've never ever played it because PUBG had zombies mode, which I was all about. I was like, I can't wait to play that, but it was a mod, so that's never coming to console, which sucks. So yeah, March time, I think it'll probably be out, and I will play it on me Series X because I'm next gen now.
It'll probably still only be like 1080 60.
Oh yeah, it'll be crap, like. But yeah, man. Yeah, March. That's all I've got to say. Just March. Like, not get out your seat in March, but yeah, March.